I play Vanya Hargreaves, number 7.
I play Allison, number 3, the rumor.
I play number 5, a 58-year-old time-traveling assassin.
The Umbrella Academy Season 2 came back with a bang on Netflix. Access Hollywood sat down with the cast to learn some behind-the-scenes secrets, so fair warning, spoilers for both Season 1 and 2 ahead. You know Ellen Page as Vanya Hargreaves, or the White Violin, who in Season 1 wields her instrument to harness her power and bring about the apocalypse. The actress opened up about what it was like performing in front of a huge crowd, but also revealed that she got some help from a very famous musician.
Violin. It was like, I'm amazed by anyone who plays the violin. It is so hard, like just learning how to hold the bows hard. So I did my best to look as comfortable as possible, but really what makes it work is Imogen, who was the violin double, and she's just was stunning and amazing to listen to on set. And me, on the other hand, was not pleasant for people's ears. So yeah.
Honestly, hats off to you though. That scene at the end of the
Yeah.
first season where you had to play in front of an entire orchestra and audience of people, and you're just like, like I wouldn't have been able to do it, and you pulled it off. Hats off.
And she's not the only cast member who got to act alongside a superstar. David Castañeda, who plays Diego Hargreaves, opened up about what it was like to film some of his high-energy stunts alongside the iconic Mary J. Blige.
David, your character, his powers are he can bend knives, bend things, basically any way he throws them. So you obviously have a lot of fight scenes. How did you prepare for those roles? Do you have a stunt double? Do you try to do stuff yourself?
I'd say a little bit of both. Most of the times, I just try to make sure that physically I'm capable of doing the things as if I didn't have a stunt double. Obviously, there's certain things that my legs can't do, or that arms can't do, or that insurance won't pay, that won't cover. And so things that I'm, that I take a lot of pride in. It's almost like dancing. I think when it comes to fighting, it's kind of like dancing. I take a lot of joy in doing those things, and I have a lot of fun. I take it very seriously, but I have a lot of fun with it. So I don't take myself too seriously with it either.
That's good. Well, and I was noticing, I went back and rewatched the finale of last season to prepare. And you and Mary J. Blige have this incredible scene. What was it like working with her to, come up with these kind of choreographed moves?
Oh, she was the best. She was so sweet. She was a student of martial arts. I mean, she took it really upon herself to be able to, fight that whole thing. And so that's really commendable to see someone, especially just coming in and learning to fight that one specific sequence. And it took a lot. It took a lot for her and for me, and it was great.
That was
That's
an
awesome.
intense scene to watch too. Chacha
Yeah.
had glass in her face, and you were like, just,
I don't know.
the stakes were high that night.
Of course, for those of you who have seen Season 2, you know that Allison, portrayed by Emmy Raver Lampman, has a huge role in the 1960s civil rights movement. The actress opened up about how meaningful her character's storyline is, given the current political climate.
Emmy, your character gets very involved. And in light of everything happening, in light of quarantine, of Black Lives Matter, does the show take on a different meaning for you?
I don't think it takes on a different meaning, because I think the struggle and the fight is the same. I think because we are not in the 60s, and because that was so many years ago, I think it feels like that was a different fight, or that fight is no longer happening, or that it's like it's not relevant. But I think it is so parallel and so similar to what we are living through and the moment that is happening right now in America, but also it's become a global fight for change. And I think, you know, there are direct similarities to the like sit-in riot scene that there are to the escalation of peaceful protests into violent riots in our country now that we're seeing play out in front of our eyes on our, you know, nightly news channels and all over the internet. I think it just shows how deep and how deeply rooted these systemic racism and some of these really concerning issues for basic civil rights are, and how, you know, how not much has changed, even though it's easy to say that they have, because we're not living we're not living in that movement anymore. It is the same movement, it just has a different name.